wasn't until we started planning properly and executing against our planning that we really were able to make some significant growth in our business. We use effectively a methodology called 4DX, 4 Disciplines of Execution. Check this book out. Basically, I've talked about accountability before and how I run around the oval when my team and I don't get our shit done for the week. But I wanted to talk about the planning process. So it starts really at the top with your vision, mission, and values. And once you have those as a business, you then build out what we call a wildly important goal, and what these guys define as a wildly important goal. That might be, let's say, drive 50% revenue growth in our restaurant this year. You then break that annual goal down into basic quarterly goals. So that might be, look, let's get a 10% growth for the first quarter. And then you break that down into projects and tasks. And once you get down below into that quarterly space, you don't really want to set like measures like percentage of growth, because you can't action percentage of growth. So what we do is we set lead measures. In the example of a restaurant, for example, if you're looking to drive 10% revenue growth, you might set yourself and your staff a lead measure of offering an upsell of a drink or a side, much like McDonald's do, for example, with let's say 90% to 90% of the customers. You'll find if your team is executing against that 90% of the customers walking into your restaurant, that will drive some revenue growth. So rather than just sort of hustle and bustle, running around thinking we need to drive 10% revenue growth, you set a lead measure rather than a lag measure that is designed that if you execute and win and get that result, let's say 90%, it will convert straight into sales and more income, more revenue, and a better business. So we're in December now, December 2017, and everyone is starting to go to sleep. So what are you doing? Are you the type of person that's just sitting around waiting for your break so you can just eat and drink and put a few kilos on so you can then try and lose it all again next year? Or are you thinking about how you can drive your business and yourself and your family personally forward? I hate to break it to you, but you know what? You can actually do both. You can fit them both in. I plan on doing that to the best of my ability, and you can too.